All right, welcome to another video from the Outdoor Analyst out here on the property, and just got some wood over here. Just maybe split some stuff up. This is a little bit bigger than what you would think you would generally use. The mini camp axe from Hoffman blacksmithing. This is a 15-inch, wonderful little axe here. I think this is 1.5 pounds. So it's a little bit small for something you think would be about this big. This is probably a 3-inch piece of wood. So it's gonna be about the max you'd really want to do with it. But I figured let's just really test the splitting on this sucker, see how it does. And as you can see, that is one heck of a hit. Already cracked all the way halfway down there. That is pretty impressive on there. I don't know if I can flip this sucker over and get a hit on it to finish her off, but let's see. Let's see if she'll get her to stand. I think that'll work. Whoop. Third time's a charm here. Use the stuff there. That is not too shabby for a tiny little outdoor axe. It's a pretty big piece of wood to be splitting on it, to be completely honest with you. So let's see if we can finish this off here. That just blew apart. Absolutely blew that apart there. And this stuff is a little bit wet, a little bit stringy. I wouldn't necessarily call this the best stuff to be splitting by any means. But that's okay. You deal with what you got. All right. And we'll probably just finish this off. Oh, that's got a big knot on there. That's probably why. Can we just kind of baton the rest of that off there? We might just end up batoning that. That's a bit unwieldy for a baton. This might work a little better. There we go. And donezo. So, not too shabby for such a big piece of wood. This thing just really is pretty impressive when it comes to splitting stuff apart. I'm not gonna lie. See if we got anything else here. This is a pretty big chunk right there. Not sure this is really gonna be a great idea, but it might work. Let's see how much power we can get into this puppy. Merry Christmas. That is awesome. This is way too long of a piece to be splitting, that's for sure. But holy cow, that is actually, what a punch. Pop another piece in here. Man. That is just fantastic. Couple more hits on this side, and that's she's gonna go. Wedge her a little bit there. All right, 1, 2. Get another good hit here. Oh. And that's how you know. Took out the tripod, not too shabby. You know what, gotta leave that in there. Can't change fun things that happen. Hopefully that didn't put my face in there. Just always trying to keep that a little anonymous at this point. But dang, did that split well. That thing is just impressive. It's a little powerhouse, I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect this to split this good, to be completely honest with you. This is pretty amazing. These are way bigger pieces than you normally ever want to do with something like this. But when in Rome, There we go. Should be one more little piece here. Back this out just a little bit. This is a nice little chunk here. Oh, I was hoping that would meet up with the other split there. Almost. Can we get it on the back side? Oh, so stringy. So stringy on there, no doubt. That's what happens when you try and split wood that's been rained on for a bit. There we go. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. 100%. You should not be splitting wood this size with an axe like this. This is a way too small of an axe to do this. But does it work? Heck yes, it does. I kind of just wanted to go and show the intenseness of what you could do with an axe like this. And then zip over here and kind of, this is a dead standing tree. I'm going to take this little tree out here just because it needs to go. It's on the side of our path. And she isn't going to last long, that's for sure. So we're going to go ahead and take her down. And just to make sure, we're going to get a few other things out of the way. Got some vinage happening that we don't really want to be there. So let's go ahead and take down this about 3-inch tree right here. Nothing major, nothing big. She's already toast, that's okay. So let's see what we can do here. How many chops does it take? Look at that. That thing just really bit in. She's almost done. We are already essentially through. And she done so. That is pretty awesome for how fast you can take out a little tree like this. Now I'll end up kind of putting that into some kindling. And yeah, won't have to worry about that messing with the trail because we're getting stuff down here anymore. So the Hoffman Mini Camp axe really can perform. One, the splitting with the wedge is insane. It is phenomenal. You can really overdo this. As you saw me just literally do 2 massive stringy logs that you wouldn't even think about doing generally with anything but an actual splitting axe, or at least a decent sized boy's axe. This thing is 15 inches long. I think it's a 1.5 pound head. Very, very light. Very awesome wedge. Very well crafted. You can do 2 hands if you need to. Mostly it's a one-handed little hatchet. And this thing is really awesome. This is for trailblazing, really just getting little stuff out of the way. Incredible. Splitting up kindling. This is exactly what I wanted my Gransfors Brooks outdoor axe to be. And this is exactly exactly what I wanted and what that is. It's a little bit heavier than the outdoor axe. About the same length, but there's extra weight in the head versus the collar. This doesn't have a collar. And it's incredible. It splits magnificently. It chops incredibly well because it has this 30-degree Scandi edge on there. I don't know if I can put that into focus, but you can see it has a really good wedge, but it really does narrow down super, super well. And this thing just cuts. Just absolutely cuts. I can't really put this down. I'm kind of amazed at how well this is designed and how well it performs. And yeah, if you need to do little stuff too, like the ergonomics on the choke up here, incredible. I love the carving axe, but if you had to do some carving, this little thing could absolutely do it. 15 inches is a little long on the handle, so in some ways it can kind of get in the way. But for the most part, this is one of the best all around little carrying hatchets or little mini axes out there. I think this is the best. I haven't found anything that really tops it as far as capability, and that's kind of what you're looking for, like a 3-inch tree if you need to fell it. Honestly, if I was really accurate, I probably could have done that in like 3 hits. If I was really, really good on there. 1, 2, 3, all the way around, that would have met, could just push the thing over. That would have been ideal, but welcome to the real world where you're still surrounded by stuff. Can't clear out the whole forest on its own before you get to hitting trees. But yeah, this was super fun video. Like, subscribe if you like content like this. I know most of my stuff is tabletop, but this is where I'm done tabletopping, or when I'm done actually doing work, I go back to do my tabletopping. So we have lots of property that we take care of, and it is a constant battle to remove little trees, keep things clear. It is crazy how fast stuff grows, to the point where it's really tough to keep a clean forest. It's hard to do. Stuff chokes out. You have to remove tons of wood for other things to grow correctly and to grow healthily. So healthily. It's a working process, especially if you love the land. It takes some time to really, you got to work it. And I know it sounds crazy, but when you're doing trails and to get stuff back here, yeah, normally we are chainsawing, but it is really nice to have a little hatchet, especially when you're doing little stuff. So thanks for hanging out. I hope this was a blast, and like, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.